Member statements. I call the member for Londonderry.
Thank you, Madam Acting Speaker. I rise today to acknowledge the superb efforts of the Cambridge Park High School in putting together their recent NAIDOC Assembly, and in particular to congratulate Principal Kay Regis for her leadership in this fantastic celebration of Indigenous culture. It was indeed a pleasure for me to attend Cambridge Park High School's recent NAIDOC Assembly and to speak to students about the importance and history of NAIDOC Week. NAIDOC has become, as most members would know, an important cultural celebration across the country, and in particular in our New South Wales schools, and rightly so. Indeed, NAIDOC is one of the most significant national cultural celebrations in the Australian calendar. The history and the significance of the connection Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people have with their lands and waters was celebrated for this year's NAIDOC Assembly at Cambridge Park High in the spirit of this year's NAIDOC theme, "We all stand on sacred ground, learn, respect and celebrate." At the Assembly, students were also able to reflect on the history of NAIDOC Week, from its very early origins in the early Aboriginal rights movement to the Day of Mourning, Australia Day protests in 1938, until 1955, when it was decided there should actually be a celebration of Aboriginal culture, heritage and achievement in the first week of July each year. This is now celebrated as NAIDOC Week, which highlights the achievements of Indigenous people all over Australia. At the Assembly at Cambridge Park, we were really lucky to have Penrith Panthers star Jamal Idris on the day, who actually faced off with students in a mastermind quiz, a special quiz all about Indigenous culture and history, and the kids really got into it, obviously, because they were versing Jamal. The Assembly also featured presentations about Indigenous culture from my very good friends, Western Sydney Indigenous elders Uncle Greg and Uncle Harry. There was also a great dance and entertainment from an ex-student of Cambridge Park High School that included some pretty great audience participation and some didgeridoo playing. It was also fantastic to have the incredible organisation AIM, which many members would know about, the Australian Indigenous Mentoring Experience, play an important role in the Assembly. They gave a short presentation about the important and transformative work that they do every day in working with Indigenous students across Australia. AIM also presented Principal Kay Regis with a special framed AIM hoodie, which they're famous for, wearing the AIM hoodies, for all of her efforts and leadership in organising such an innovative and enjoyable NAIDOC Assembly. So NAIDOC is a time for us to be proud of Aboriginal culture as all Australians, and to ensure that the achievement of Aboriginal Australians are recognised and celebrated in our community. I'm so proud that schools like Cambridge Park High School in my electorate embrace NAIDOC Week fully and recognise the achievements of Aboriginal Australians. I really hope to be able to attend many more NAIDOC assemblies at this school in the future and many more, and I look forward to seeing the fantastic work that this school does in celebrating Indigenous culture and history. Once again, I want to use this opportunity to place on the public record my congratulations to Principal Kay Regis on a fantastic assembly in celebrating this year's NAIDOC Week, and to everyone from Cambridge Park High School who played a role on that day.